so excited to have you here back with us at Happily Adventures after this fun and great place where we can talk about all things Disney. So before we get started into this week's topic, which is something I am very excited about because I love Disney Cruise Line. And honestly, I've been more invested in Disney cruises lately, and I haven't even taken one lately. I've just really wanted to go on one. So before we jump into that, because we're going to talk about the Disney Wonder, the cruise ship, one of the very first, which is the Disney Wonder, I want to let you know, if you are new here or if you need a refresher, what this Hey Disney Top 10 is. Well, Hey Disney Top 10 is brought to you by Happily Adventures After, and it is our weekly series where we discuss the top 10 within a specific area. And if you have any suggestions, please reach out to us via email or on Instagram, on our blog, to let us know what you would like to hear about the top 10 in whatever Disney area it may be. So we would cover things like a top 10 exclusive of Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, maybe Adventures by Disney one day. So these are all experiences we have had and we want to share with you what our top 10 is. Whether they be attractions, shows and entertainment, character meet and greets, dining, even transportation to and from the Disney parks, whether that be flights, driving, various Disney transportations, either internal or external, whatever it is, we want to bring our top 10 picks here at Happily Adventures After to you. And hopefully it can help you with your Disney vacation moving forward, or just bring a bit of Disney joy within your day. And so that is what our Hey Disney Top 10 is. Let's get into the goods. What we all came here for, the Hey Disney Top 10 of Disney Cruise Line ship, the Disney Wonder. So if you have been wondering, see what I did there? I honestly just laughed at my own joke. If you have been wondering what makes Disney Cruise Line in general such a special vacation, we've truly got you covered. So picture this. You are waking up to the gentle rocking of a ship. You're stepping forth on your private veranda to take in breathtaking ocean views, and knowing everything from world-class dining to Broadway-style entertainment is just a step away. Whether you're sailing to the Bahamas, the Caribbean, maybe Europe, the Pacific Coast, or even Alaska, a Disney Cruise Line vacation offers a seamless blend of relaxation, adventure, and Disney magic. And the Disney Wonder offers just that to you. The Disney Wonder is a classic and elegant ship that debuted in August 15th, 1999. So I was super little at this point, and is the second ship on the Disney Cruise Line fleet. So the first one was the Magic, and the sister ship is the Disney Wonder. There are no other sister ships for this area. So how the Dream and the Fantasy are sister ships. So just the Wonder and the Magic. Those two are basically mirror images of each other when you are on them. So if that gives you any kind of idea, if you've been on the Magic, you'll kind of understand the Wonder. If you've been on the Dream, you understand the Fantasy, that's what I was trying to say there, oh gosh. Or you also understand that the Triton class, which is the current class of ships, so the Wish, I believe it is the Destiny as part of this, and the Treasure are all basically mirror images of each other. They have different things involved in them, but that's what they mean by sister ships. Okay, got that covered. So, the Disney Wonder is designed with a timeless Art Deco style. The Disney Wonder brings a very sophisticated yet family-friendly atmosphere to the high seas. The ship accommodates about 2,700 guests, making it a much smaller ship than the newer Disney cruise ships, and it offers a more intimate cruising experience. While it may not have the latest and greatest of the technologies and various innovations and advancements, the Wonder shines with its uniquely themed dining experiences, its immersive storytelling, and breathtaking itineraries, aka the one it's known for, the Alaska scaling. So I think that's a very neat trip in itself. I love it and I want to go on it. So guests on the Alaska sailing, which is usually exclusive to the Wonder, are given the opportunity to experience glaciers, wildlife, and the rugged landscapes of Alaska with the breathtaking touches of Disney, and that is something on my to-do trip list I really, really would like to do. The Disney Wonder offers several unique features, such as Tiana's Place, which is a vibrant New Orleans style restaurant complete with live jazz music and Cajun Creole cuisine, and also has Louis the Jazz playing alligator show up. It is a personal favorite. Princess Tiana also does come out from what I remember. Now, I haven't been on the ship in quite some time, but this was a highlight. I was so excited for this restaurant. We'll get into that more, but I do want to say this is a highlight. It's also home to the French Quarter Lounge, which is a perfect spot if you are interested in grabbing a cocktail and to soak in the ambiance of Princess and the Frog. I really do like Princess and the Frog. I like to see the advancements we've seen with Tiana's Bayou Adventure in Magic Kingdom. I know it's also in Disneyland, so I think it's a really nice touch, and I love that they brought it to the ship as well. Family and Disney fans alike will also love the ship's Broadway-style entertainment, which is a fan favorite musical here. If you love Frozen, this is the place for you, because Frozen, a musical spectacular, plays on the ship and is absolutely breathtaking. And as somebody who does not like Frozen, I'm just not a Frozen fan, I thought this was excellent. Again, we'll get into all of this later, but I just am adding that stuff in. Now, let's be honest. If I were to book another Disney cruise, excluding the fact that this has the Alaska sailing, and that's the only way we're going to do it, and I would do that in a heartbeat, I really wouldn't choose the Disney Wonder. I think it's a beautiful ship, without a doubt. Just its smaller size isn't my preference. I really do love the Dream and the Fantasy because they are bigger, have more spaces, and offer a bit more variety of entertainment. But I do have to say, the Wonder has something truly special. It does have incredible itineraries, and it has this piece of magic on it that makes it just very happy and enjoyable, and I do like it. Some of their itineraries include Alaska, the Pacific Coast, and the Panama Canal, and those are very, very exclusive destinations, and they only offer once, basically, a season trip, so to speak. There are a few Alaska sailings, but do you know what I mean? They only come up once in a while. They're not year-round like those Bahama cruises. And I think that if you're trying to get on those and that's what you want, do not be pressed that the Wonder is a smaller ship and is a little bit older, because it is a trip of a lifetime and it is a Disney cruise trip, right? There's still plenty of ways to make magic on this cruise, and it is, well, wonderful. Again, okay, I did that bit on boom. I hope you heard that. I hope you got my joke also. Without further ado, because I have talked enough about the background of the Disney Wonder, I want to share with you our Hey Disney top 10 for the best of the best of Disney Cruise Line ship, the Disney Wonder. First on our list is the cozy feel of a smaller ship. So while I do, as I said, like the larger ships in the Disney Dream and the Disney Fantasy, again, I haven't been on the Wish or the Treasure, so I'm just going to exclude those. But honestly, I look at them and I'm kind of worried they might be too big for me. I do want to go on them, but I'm just using that as an example. I like that mid-range ship, and I like the way the Dream and the Fantasy are designed. I honestly do think there's something undeniably charming about the Disney Wonder and its smaller size. Everything feels more intimate. You don't have to walk as far to get from one place to another. This is especially great if you have families who have mobility issue or if you have young children, as it's easier to navigate and less overwhelming compared to the larger ships. If you are somebody who wants a more personal, relaxed cruise experience, the Disney Wonder is the one for you. You'll notice faster service in this, shorter lines, and a more laid-back atmosphere compared to the larger ships. It also means you can get ready to know that the crew and the fellow passengers are all there with you. So there's so many less people. I believe there's nearly half of the passenger amount, including the crew from the Dream and the Fantasy. So you'll get to know more people. And so it kind of does add a special touch to your journey, especially with the Disney Cruise Line crew and the staff that are on the ship. Once you get to know them, they are so kind and they'll go out of their way to make your vacation feel so much more magical. And I think that is an excellent touch on these sailings on the Disney Wonder that you're not going to experience. I'm not saying that the Dream, the Fantasy, and the Triton class ships won't offer that. It just gives you the opportunity to create this experience. And I think that the cozy feel on the ship is something that I highly do remember from stepping onto this ship. And I remember it for our entire vacation. It was very, very lovely. And that's why I had to recommend that point. Second on our list that we're going to discuss is the French Quarter Lounge. Remember how I said I really do like Princess and the Frog? Well, if you do too, this lounge is pure magic. The theming as it relates to Princess and the Frog is absolutely stunning, and it transports you straight to New Orleans with vibrant colors, jazz club vibes, and gorgeous murals of Princess Tiana and her friends. Plus, live music here is always a highlight. I recommend it if you love theming and immersive storytelling, because you then have to visit the French Quarter Lounge because it brings you into Princess and the Frog. It's the perfect spot if you like to drink alcohol. Now, as a reminder, alcohol is not included in the price of your cruise, so you will be paying extra for any food or drink in the lounges. But it's an excellent place to grab a drink, listen to jazz, and just soak in the atmosphere. It also does, when it's not just a lounge, offer some great character meet and greets of classic Princess and the Frog characters. Because sometimes Princess Tiana herself and Louis, the jazz-playing alligator, show up. And it is awesome. I love it. I again love that we're really bringing in the Princess and the Frog items because it's such a sweet movie. And I think, I have to say, I love it. It's just so great. You know I love theming, and that is why I wanted to include this. Number 3 on the list. This is very unique, and I had to include it because I think it makes the ship a standout. And that is the itinerary selection. This is where the Wonder truly shines. It sails to Disney Cruise Line's most unique and breathtaking destinations, as I explained before. So these can include Alaska, the Pacific Coast, and the Panama Canal. These are once-in-a-lifetime trips with scenery and excursions you cannot get anywhere else. And the Disney Wonder is usually, without a doubt, about 99% of the time, the one to do this. If you're looking for a bucket list adventure, the Disney Wonder's itinerary makes it worth every penny. Even if it's a smaller ship, I truly do think that the fact that this sails, for instance, to Alaska or the Panama Canal makes it a standout. Whether you're wanting to watch glaciers in Alaska, explore charming coastal towns, or sail through the Panama Canal, you're only going to get it on the Disney Wonder. And these incredible destinations provide you that mix of, oh my goodness, once in a lifetime, this is so neat trip with the Disney Cruise Line. And so you can't get it anywhere else. At this time, I truly believe no other ship is really sailing to those on the Disney Cruise Line fleet. They are not moving the Wish over through that. And I do believe that they actually have to have a smaller ship to go through the Panama Canal. Do not quote me on that. I think I heard that somewhere. Don't quote me on it. Please don't. But I think that the Disney Wonder shines in this area, and it gives you that mix of Disney along with these just incredible destinations. As I said, I've always wanted to do an Alaskan cruise. And so I'm not a huge fan, as I said earlier, of the Disney Wonder. But because of that, I would be all aboard. I would be like, yep, sounds good. I think this is a standout. So I wanted to include that for you to know moving forward. 4th on our list is character meet and greets come with less wait times. On bigger ships like the Dream, the Wish, the Fantasy, or the Treasure, meeting characters can sometimes involve a very long line. But the Wonder, it feels like there's more availability and fewer crowds. This means more time with your favorite Disney pals, especially the rarer ones. If your kids or adults really do love character interactions, the Wonder is the choice for you. You'll have more opportunities to meet characters like Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, and even Marvel superheroes without any long lines. I remember when we were on the Disney Wonder, this was something that I noticed. I think it was our last day, and we had come out from what was dinner at the time, and we were the later seating dinner. So everybody was out. Everybody had either seen their show or had just eaten dinner. The line for Mickey was, quote, long. It took us like 5, maybe 10 minutes to meet Captain Mickey. That same experience we had on the Dream a few times, it took 20 to 30 minutes. So that decrease in passenger size really does make a difference. I've also seen it where the princesses come out. And you know how you have to get those tickets for those experiences? Now, it's not a paid for experience, but you do need to sign up for the princess meet and greet, either on the Disney Cruise Line app or at guest services, to make sure you reserve your spot. These still had tickets available when we were on, even like at that moment, we had so little people. And I know that's a come and go. You may or may not want to do it. So there could be tickets available, but I did not notice that on the Dream. I noticed that they went very quickly on the Dream. So that's something, if you are interested in character meet and greets, a smaller ship such as the Wonder does offer this to you, and I think it's a great opportunity and a reason to recommend the Disney Wonder. 5th on our list is Triton's, a hidden gem for dining. Triton's may honestly not look like the most famous restaurant on the Wonder, but it's a hidden gem. The French-inspired menu is delicious, and the under-the-sea theming makes it feel so elegant yet very relaxed. If you appreciate good food and a quieter dining experience, Triton's is a must visit. It's often less crowded than other restaurants, and it makes for the perfect spot for peaceful and high-quality meals. Triton's is one of the 3 rotational dining experiences on the Disney Wonder. I think it was one of my favorite. While Tiana's place was excellent for theming, Triton's was just pretty, if that makes sense. Now, I am a fan of The Little Mermaid, always have been, always will be, so that does kind of add to it. And I love anything Little Mermaid and Ariel, but I think that this atmosphere was excellent. Let's compare it to Tiana's. I know they are 2 different items, but I'm going to compare for a minute. Tiana's was very loud, very exciting, very outgoing. You wanted to get up and dance with your meal and then playing jazz with the live band. It was very interactive and immersive, and I think it sets the stage of a platform for what they're doing on the current Triton class ships, where they have the Coco dinner show or the Frozen dinner show. This kind of was that, okay, let's test the water. Do guests like it? And I really did enjoy it. I'm not a huge fan of French food in general, but I did love Triton's for the atmosphere. I think that Triton's is relaxed, it's beautiful, it does bring that under the sea element, but I think this is probably one of my favorite places to eat, in all honesty. It just was a really great meal. Our servers were excellent, and they are with you for the entirety of your rotational dining, so they do get to know you. But here you just felt it, if that makes sense. There wasn't anything about, all right, we got to be on, we got to perform. It was just, let's enjoy. And I think that's what makes Triton special, and that's why I wanted to include this for you not to be disappointed that it's not one of the more, quote, fun places to go. It's just beautiful, and it should be highly appreciated, truly. Number 6 on our list is Frozen, a musical spectacular. Disney Cruise Line is known for its Broadway caliber shows, and Frozen, a musical spectacular, is one of the best. The costumes, the puppetry, and the effects bring Arendelle to life, making it a must-see for Frozen fans. Even if you've seen Frozen 122 billion jillion times, this production feels so fresh and exciting. The special effects, including Elsa's ice magic, are absolutely incredible. As I said earlier, I don't like Frozen. It's not my movie. I know a lot of people do. I know it did exceptionally well in the box offices between the first, the second, adding it to the parks. I know a lot of people do like it. I, again, am not a huge fan. However, I thought this musical spectacular was phenomenal. It made me like Frozen, if that gives you an idea. They did an excellent job. The performers just spectacular. The storyline and how they tell Frozen. The live performance really gets it for me, opposed to the cartoon version where it's okay. It's not, I'm not going to say I hate Frozen, no, but it's just not my favorite. The Broadway style show, one of my favorites. I thought it was impeccable. The sets, the costuming, the actors, actresses, dancers, musical theater performers, and yes, I am a sucker for a good musical theater show because I love musical theater and dance and acting and all of that. But I have to say this was one of the best, and I thought they did an exceptional job. So if you are on the ship, I definitely suggest you check this out. Do not miss this one. It is very well done. Coming in at number 7 on our list is Tiana's Place, the best restaurant for some on the Wonder. So Tiana's Place is hands down one of the most immersive dining experience, if not the most immersive dining experience on the Wonder. With live jazz and delicious Cajun and Creole foods, with Tiana herself stopping by, and Louis the jazz playing alligator, which is amazing. It's an experience more so than a meal. I recommend this if you want to have a fun, lively, flavorful dining experience because this is the place to be. From beignets to gumbo, every dish is delicious and the live music, as well as Princess Tiana, makes it unforgettable. You know how I was saying about Triton's, how it's just beautiful, it's enjoyable? Well, Tiana's is that in a different way. I am just loving every minute while we were in here. Now I'm going to tell you a story. When we were on the Wonder, boy oh boy did I get seasick. I don't know if it's the fact that it was a smaller ship or it was a little bit rockier during the time we were on this ship, But quite a few guests, including myself, did get motion sickness that day. You could feel it. Instance like that woozy kind of motion sick from the ship and the rocking. But when I say that feeling kind of disappeared in Tiana's place because you focused on having fun and the joyous atmosphere around you, it did for a bit. Yeah, I came back later and some guests had to leave, which was so sad because they missed the incredible performances. But no, you need to take care of yourself. And the servers were excellent. They were offering to bring the meals to their staterooms instead so that they could eat there in comfort. But I digress. Tiana's place that night was unforgettable. Truly, when I think of the Wonder, I think of this experience. This is not a dining, sit-down restaurant. This is an experience. Especially if you like Princess and Tiana, you are going to have so much fun between the live music, the characters, and all the food because it really transports you into it. I loved the performance aspect. I loved the joy it brought. And even though I wasn't feeling my best that time, I thought this was spectacular and was a standout. I would like to go back on the Wonder actually for this, just so I could experience again without the motion sickness part of it. I don't think the motion sickness took away from the meal. I don't think it took away from the performances, and the performers and the servers did an excellent job. Didn't miss a beat. Like, it is phenomenal, and Disney did a great job with this. So I have to include this because it is one you will not forget. 8th on our list is the adult exclusive spaces. So when I was on any Disney cruise ship, I was over the age of 18, so I was able to experience any adult exclusive area. And the Wonder's adult only area is exceptionally relaxing and luxurious. The Quiet Cove pool is a very peaceful retreat, and I really did love this. I loved the joy of just sitting in the water while you're on the ship in the pool. It's a very small area, but it's very nice. It accommodates the number of people very well. And I'm not a huge people person, so I loved in this essence that the pool wasn't overcrowded. Sometimes it did get crowded. I will attest. Sometimes it did get crowded and I was like, okay, I gotta leave. Just because all the adults were in this area, it felt like. It wasn't actually, but it felt like. But for the most part, it was very well done. Nice, very well nice. That's not a word. It was very well done. Very relaxing. Then there's areas like the Cadillac Lounge, which has a sophisticated, intimate vibe. Perfect for unwinding if you are willing to drink a cocktail. I've been in here, just thought it was really fun, really well themed, and I really did enjoy it, even without having anything to drink. It was really great, and they have some very fun adults only or adult exclusive events in the lounges and the adult only spaces that I really enjoyed going to, like trivia, bingo, etc., etc. It's not like bingo, but you know what I mean, etc., etc. It's so much fun. If you're looking for a break from any of the excitement, the adults only spaces on the Wonder are perfect. They feel more exclusive and less crowded than other larger ships, so it is an added bonus if that's something you're looking for. I really do recommend you check out, if you can, the adult exclusive spaces for anything that's fun, whether you're into going to these places to get cocktails and food that do again come at an extra cost, or if you're just looking to relax in an adult only pool, or just want to go for something like trivia. It's a really great time, and I think they do adult exclusive area very well. 9th on our list, we kind of already touched on this, but 9th on our list is, the Alaska exclusive experience. I've never taken this cruise, as I've said multiple times, but I want to, and I think this is probably, for me, the top point of the Disney Wonder. Sailing through Alaska on the Wonder seems absolutely breathtaking. The views of the glaciers, the mountains, the wildlife, it is truly like nothing else. I have seen pictures and videos upon videos and pictures, and I think it is beautiful. It's not like anything I've ever seen or done on a cruise. I've only been on warm weather cruises, and this is one I really want to go on. If you've never done an Alaskan cruise, I think this is the way to do it, and this is the way I want to do it. Disney service combined with the stunning and exclusive areas of Alaska make it one of the best and unique Disney Cruise Line experiences there could be. The Disney Wonder is the place to be if you're going to Alaska because they also have really cool character dress-ups where they're in like parkas and you can only get it on the Wonder when they're doing the Alaska cruise. So I think it's great. I truly do love that the Disney Wonder offers this and boasts this itinerary because it makes it something special to that ship Just like they have the Haunted Mansion lounge on the Disney Treasure. This is something that is exclusive to the Wonder, I believe. And I think that is a great touch. And I truly think Disney did a great job with incorporating such a unique and beautiful itinerary with a ship that's a little bit older, for instance. And sometimes people may not want to go on, but once they do, a lot of people do love it because of that exclusive sailing. So I do want to include it. It is a personal favorite because I want to do something like this. However, I think it just makes it that much more special. And you can never go wrong with adding Disney to your cruise or any vacation. And last but not least, coming in at that number 10 spot is the crew and the personalized service. So no matter what cruise ship you are on with Disney Cruise Line, you know Disney Cruise Line always delivers top-notch service. But on the Wonder, since it's a smaller ship, it means the crew gets to know you a little bit better, as we discussed earlier. And I think that makes for a better experience and it makes it feel more personal and more magical. If you love attentive service and wanting to feel like a VIP, the Disney Wonder is the ship for you. The smaller passenger count allows for even more personalized attention, making every guest feel truly special. I remember when I was on the Wonder, I had seen so many members of the crew, including the captain, quite a few times, and they would end up saying hi to you. At this point, I was very shy, so I'm not introducing myself, but I would say, oh, there they are, just hi, and then they'd come up and say, oh, I saw you earlier, or I saw you yesterday, and they would actually know that they did. And that's not including just your rotational dining staff or your stateroom attendants. No, that was basically anybody on the ship. They would see you, for instance, let's say a crew member was working and they were serving the buffet and then saw you later in the day when they were serving at, because the buffet was closed, they were serving at one of the pool area foods. They would say, oh, how did you like your breakfast this morning? I noticed that a bit on the Dream, but because it is a smaller passenger count, I noticed it a lot more on the Disney Wonder, and I thought that was a very nice touch. Now again, this isn't exclusive to just the Disney Wonder, as the Magic is also this size, so you will experience that same personalized service on the Disney Wonder as you do on the Disney Magic for that instance. But I think it's a great way to have a vacation that's memorable because somebody's going out of their way to be kind to you. Somebody remembers something about you. And don't you think about that one time you were, let's say, at a store, or you were at even Disney parks and the cast member went out of their way, or the store attendant went out of their way to help you out because it was a special occasion and helped you, I'm saying, get a dress for something and remembered you when you came back and asked you how that was. I think it always makes the customer service, always makes the experience. So Disney Cruise Line does this well, and I think the Wonder just brings it to you with a smaller people count. So it's much more personalized and a great experience that I do have to say you get more so on the Wonder. All right, that is it for our Hey Disney Top 10 on the Disney Cruise Line ship, the Disney Wonder. Did you enjoy it? Did you think some of our top 10 were in yours? Let me know, because the Disney Wonder is an incredible ship. And while it may not be my favorite Disney Cruise Line ship, I believe it still offers an amazing experience, especially for those who love intimate settings, great food, and unforgettable itineraries. If you're considering a Disney cruise, or you want to go to a specialty destination such as Alaska, the Pacific Coast, or the Panama Canal, I think that the Disney Wonder and those itineraries are a perfect match. You will have a fantastic time, and it is an absolutely great choice at any time to go on a Disney cruise, let alone those exclusive sailings. So you cannot go wrong. Would I book the Disney Wonder again? Debatably. Now, why I say debatably is if it was going to the Bahamas, probably not. I would choose a larger ship such as the Disney Dream, the Fantasy, or the Triton class ship. However, if I was going to those exclusive destinations, or if it moved over, for instance, to the United Kingdom or Europe, or now that we are extending sailings into, for instance, Australia, of course I would do that. I think that that would be a great opportunity, and I would recommend it to anyone else. So that is it, like I said, as we wrap up our Hey Disney Top 10 for the Disney Cruise Line ship, the Disney Wonder, here at Happily Adventures After. I want to know, like I said, have you sailed on the Disney Wonder? Do you like the setting? Do you like the exclusivity? Do you enjoy the restaurants? Please let me know your thoughts, because if you're ready to set sail, I need you to stay tuned here to Happily Adventures After, whether it be on our website, which is happily-adventuresafter.com, whether it be on our Instagram, which is @happily-adventuresafter, or our podcast. We are so happy to have you. With that being said, we hope you have a great, wonderful, and blessed day. I'm London, and I can't wait to see you real soon.